In a universe filled with gods, geniuses, monsters, and legends, only a few rise to become icons. Today we dive deep into the powers, origins, weaknesses, and feats of the most famous and feared characters across Marvel and DC. No vague hype, no surface-level comparisons, just raw analysis, detailed breakdowns, and definitive verdicts. From cosmic conquerors like Darkseid and Thanos, to street-level masterminds like Joker and Green Goblin, from divine warriors like Wonder Woman and Thor to tactical titans like Batman and Spider-Man, we're putting them head-to-head. We'll dissect their abilities, measure their feats, and expose their vulnerabilities. This isn't just about who's popular, it's about who wins. Let's get into it. First up, John Constantine versus Dr. Strange. Dr. Strange, former neurosurgeon turned sorcerer supreme, draws power from mystical entities like the Vishanti and taps into the fabric of reality itself, wielding spells for teleportation, time manipulation, astral projection, and dimensional travel. His artifacts, the Eye of Agamotto, Cloak of Levitation, and Book of Vishanti, grant him enhanced perception, flight, and access to the most powerful defensive and offensive magic in the Marvel Universe. Constantine, a cunning occult detective and master of dark arts, relies on forbidden rituals, demon pacts, necromancy, and manipulation of magical forces, often outsmarting cosmic beings with sheer intellect and ruthlessness. While Strange is a structured sorcerer with near-limitless magical energy, Constantine thrives in chaos, using Hellblazer magic, blood sigils, and soul manipulation to defeat foes far stronger than himself. Strange has defeated Dormammu, held his own against the Infinity Gauntlet, and rewound time to save the universe, while Constantine has tricked the first of the fallen, survived hell, and manipulated the presence itself. Strange's weakness lies in his reliance on relics and structured magic. Remove his tools and his power drops significantly. Constantine's weakness is his mortality and lack of raw power. He bleeds, he ages, and he often pays a steep price for his magic. In a battle of raw magical might, Strange overwhelms with scale and versatility, but Constantine's unpredictability and moral ambiguity make him a dangerous wild card. If it's a straight-up duel, Strange wins with superior magical firepower and cosmic awareness. But if it's a battle of manipulation, deception, and survival, Constantine could outwit Strange and walk away the victor. Constantine wins. Next up, we've got the Fantastic Four takes on the Terrifics. The Fantastic Four are Marvel's pioneering superhero family, united by their cosmic ray-granted powers and their bond as explorers. Mr. Fantastic's elastic intellect and literal flexibility make him one of the most brilliant problem solvers in comics, while Invisible Woman combines stealth and defense through her force fields, giving the team its strongest tactical edge. Human Torch brings explosive offense and flight, and the Thing provides raw strength and resilience unmatched by most heroes. Reed has solved multiversal equations and built time machines, while Sue has blocked attacks from Celestials and contained nuclear explosions with her shields. Johnny has gone supernova, reaching temperatures of over 1,000,000 degrees, and Ben has fought Hulk-level threats and survived planet-shattering impacts. Their greatest strength lies in their unity and scientific curiosity, but that same emotional closeness often leads to internal conflict and overconfidence, especially from Reed's obsession with discovery. The Terrifics, DC's response to the Fantastic Four, are similarly bound by science but defined by tension rather than harmony. Mr. Terrific leads with pure intellect and strategy, but his pragmatism sometimes alienates his teammates. Metamorpho's chemical shape-shifting and Phantom Girl's phasing powers offer unique adaptability, while Plastic Man provides unpredictable creativity and humor. Despite immense power and intelligence, their weakness lies in their lack of emotional cohesion. They're forced together by circumstance rather than love. In contrast to the Fantastic Four's warmth and unity, He Terrifics represent reluctant brilliance, a team whose potential is hindered by mistrust rather than physical limits. In a direct confrontation, the Fantastic Four's team synergy and field experience would ultimately overcome the Terrific's scattered brilliance. The Invisible Woman's force fields could neutralize Phantom Girl and contain Metamorpho, while the Thing and Torch, due to superior teamwork, leadership under pressure, and proven coordination in cosmic-level conflicts. Fantastic Four wins. Now, this one's a doozy. Miracleman takes on Shazam. Miracleman, originally known as Marvelman, gained his powers through atomic manipulation and advanced alien science, granting him superhuman strength, flight, invulnerability, energy projection, and reality-altering abilities after merging with the Key's technology. Shazam, empowered by 6 gods, Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Achilles, and Mercury, possesses divine strength, speed, wisdom, lightning control, and magical resistance, transforming via the magic word Shazam. Miracleman has survived nuclear blasts, destroyed entire armies with a thought, and reshaped reality during the Olympus arc, making him one of the most powerful beings in his universe. Shazam has fought Superman, held his own against magical gods, and summoned divine lightning capable of damaging cosmic-level threats. Miracleman's weakness lies in his psychological instability and reliance on transformation tech, while Shazam's vulnerability is his dependence on the magic word and susceptibility to powerful magic manipulation. Miracleman's feats are more reality-breaking, while Shazam's are rooted in divine combat and mythic endurance. In terms of raw power and cosmic influence, Miracleman edges out with his ability to rewrite existence. In the end, Shazam's magic cannot hold off Miracleman's reality-shaking power. With his alien-enhanced powers and reality-warping feats, Miracleman wins. Get ready for a clash of the Titans. Wonder Woman battles Captain Marvel. Wonder Woman, born of divine magic and trained by the Amazons, possesses superhuman strength capable of lifting over 100 tons, flight, combat mastery, and divine weaponry like the Lasso of Truth, indestructible bracelets, and a magical sword that can cut through atoms. Captain Marvel, aka Carol Danvers, gained her powers from a fusion with Kree DNA and the Tesseract, granting her energy absorption, photon blasts, super strength, flight, and near invulnerability, with her binary form pushing her power to cosmic levels. Wonder Woman has fought gods like Ares, held her own against Superman, and survived planetary destruction, while Carol has flown through stars, destroyed alien armadas, and fought Thanos-level threats. Diana's weakness is vulnerability to piercing weapons and magical attacks, while Carol's is over-reliance on energy absorption and mental manipulation. Wonder Woman's combat skill and divine gifts give her an edge in close quarters, while Captain Marvel's speed and energy projection dominate at range. Carol's feats in space and raw power are staggering, but Diana's versatility, experience, and magical arsenal balance the scales. In a prolonged battle, Carol's energy reserves and cosmic durability could overwhelm, but Diana's strategic mind and god-tier resilience make her a formidable match. Divine origin, combat skill, and magical tools give Diana the edge in both power and versatility. Wonder Woman wins. Prepare yourselves for a magical showdown. Zatanna brings the fight to the Scarlet Witch. Zatanna is a homo magi born with innate magical talent, amplified by her ability to cast spells by speaking backwards, allowing her to manipulate reality, teleport, heal, control minds, and even resurrect the dead. Scarlet Witch, empowered by chaos magic and the Darkhold, can warp reality, manipulate probability, cast hexes, and rewrite existence itself, with her most powerful feat being the decimation of mutant kind in House of M. Zatanna has held her own against cosmic threats like the Spectre and reversed time, but her magic requires concentration and verbal incantation, making her vulnerable to silence or mental disruption. Wanda has defeated cosmic entities, reshaped universes, and fought the Phoenix Force. But her instability and emotional volatility often make her powers unpredictable and dangerous. Zatanna's magic is versatile and controlled, rooted in discipline and magical lineage, while Wanda's is raw, chaotic, and often fueled by emotion and trauma. In terms of raw power, Scarlet Witch surpasses Zatanna, but Zatanna's precision, experience, and magical knowledge give her an edge in tactical combat. If the battle is about control and finesse, Zatanna wins. If it escalates to full-scale reality warping, Scarlet Witch overwhelms. Chaos magic and reality-altering feats place Wanda among the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe, edging out Zatanna. The Scarlet Witch wins. Evil geniuses battle when Doctor Doom takes on Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor is a genius-level intellect with mastery in engineering, biology, and strategy, often using advanced power armor that grants him super strength, flight, energy projection, and force fields rivaling Superman in combat. Dr. Doom is a polymath sorcerer and scientist, wielding both high-tech armor and mystical arts, including energy manipulation, dimensional travel, telepathy, and time control, with feats like stealing the power of the Beyonder and battling Mephisto. Lex has created weapons capable of harming Kryptonians, outsmarted Brainiac, and led the Legion of Doom, but his weakness is his arrogance and obsession with Superman. Doom has ruled Latveria, defeated cosmic entities, and once became God Emperor Doom by wielding the power of the multiverse, though his ego and need for control often lead to his downfall. Lex's strength lies in his strategic mind and adaptability, while Doom's lies in his fusion of magic and science, making him nearly unstoppable. In terms of raw power, Doom's combination of sorcery and technology surpasses Lex's, especially in large-scale or cosmic scenarios. Lex might win in a corporate or political arena, but Doom dominates in direct confrontation. In the end, Dr. Doom's mastery of both science and sorcery makes him one of the most dangerous minds in any universe. Dr. Doom wins. Complete insanity follows both the Joker and Green Goblin when they go to war. The Joker is a criminal mastermind with no superpowers but unmatched psychological manipulation, chemical expertise, and a mind twisted enough to outwit Batman, orchestrate mass chaos, and survive fatal injuries through sheer unpredictability. Green Goblin, aka Norman Osborn, gained superhuman strength, speed, durability, and a healing factor from his Goblin serum, along with advanced weaponry like pumpkin bombs, razor bats, and his glider, making him a physical and technological threat. Joker's greatest feats include paralyzing Barbara Gordon, killing Jason Todd, and mentally breaking Superman in Injustice, while Goblin has killed Gwen Stacy, fought Spider-Man to a standstill, and led the Dark Avengers. Joker's weakness is his lack of physical power and reliance on chaos, while Goblin's is his unstable mind and vulnerability when separated from his tech. Joker thrives in psychological warfare and long-term manipulation, while Goblin dominates in direct combat and strategic planning. In a straight fight, Goblin's enhanced physiology and arsenal give him the edge, but Joker's unpredictability and ruthlessness make him dangerous even without powers. If the battle is psychological and long-term, Joker could dismantle Goblin's empire from within. Superhuman abilities and combat gear outmatch Joker's chaotic brilliance in a head-to-head confrontation. The Green Goblin wins. The cosmic collision everyone wants to see happens when Darkseid and Thanos throw down. Darkseid is a new god from Apocalypse who wields the Omega effect, granting him Omega beams that can erase beings from existence, resurrect the dead, and bend time and space, along with superhuman strength, invulnerability, telepathy, and reality manipulation. Thanos, an Eternal with deviant genes, possesses immense strength, durability, cosmic energy manipulation, and genius-level intellect. And when wielding the Infinity Gauntlet, he can control time, space, reality, mind, soul, and power itself. Darkseid has defeated entire Justice League rosters, enslaved planets, and fought beings like the Anti-Monitor and Superman Prime, while Thanos has destroyed universes, battled Celestials, and erased half of all life with a thought. Darkseid's weakness is his reliance on avatars in most stories, and vulnerability to powerful magic and divine weapons, while Thanos is vulnerable without the gauntlet and can be outsmarted due to his obsession with death. Darkseid's power is intrinsic and godlike, while Thanos often amplifies his strength through artifacts and preparation. In raw strength and durability, they are comparable, but Darkseid's Omega effect gives him a more versatile and devastating edge. Thanos is a master tactician and has defeated cosmic entities, but Darkseid's dominion over multiversal forces and his role as a fundamental force of tyranny make him more than just a conqueror. Godhood, Omega powers, and multiversal influence give Darkseid the edge over Thanos at his peak. Darkseid wins. Magic versus alien abilities. Superman takes on Thor. Superman, born on Krypton and powered by Earth's yellow sun, possesses strength exceeding planetary levels, super speed, flight, heat vision, freeze breath, X-ray vision, invulnerability, and near-limitless stamina, with feats like bench pressing the weight of Earth for days, surviving supernovas, and outrunning the Flash. Thor, the Norse god of thunder, wields Mjolnir and later Stormbreaker, granting him control over lightning, dimensional travel, weather manipulation, flight, and godlike strength, with feats including lifting the Midgard Serpent, surviving the core of stars, and battling cosmic entities like Galactus. Superman's main weakness is magic with red sun radiation and kryptonite close behind, while Thor's include emotional vulnerability and reliance on his weapon for full power access. Thor's magical nature gives him an edge against Superman's vulnerability to magic, but Superman's speed and raw power often outpace Thor's reactions. Thor has centuries of combat experience and divine resilience, while Superman's tactical mind and moral compass make him a relentless force in battle. In close combat, Thor's enchanted weaponry and magical versatility give him an advantage, but Superman's speed, strength, and adaptability can overwhelm even divine opponents. If Thor taps into his full godly potential, including the Odin Force, he can rival Superman's cosmic feats. Superman's consistent physical superiority and solar-powered versatility keep him in the fight. Thor's main source of power is magic, which Superman himself has said he has no defense against. Thor wins. The last battle is between the two most famous characters in DC and Marvel. Batman takes on Spider-Man in a Marvel vs. DC brawl. Spider-Man, Marvel's most iconic hero, gained his powers from a radioactive spider bite, granting him superhuman strength, agility, reflexes, wall crawling, and a precognitive danger sense known as the Spider Sense, along with genius-level intellect used to create web shooters and various tech. Batman, DC's most famous vigilante, has no superpowers, but possesses peak human conditioning, unmatched martial arts mastery, detective skills, and access to advanced technology, vehicles, and contingency plans for nearly every threat. Spider-Man has lifted over 25 tons, dodged lightning, and fought cosmic-level threats like Firelord and Morlun, while Batman has defeated Superman with prep, escaped Apocalypse, and outsmarted beings like Darkseid and Brainiac. Spider-Man's weaknesses include emotional vulnerability and limited durability against high-tier threats, while Batman's are his mortality and reliance on preparation. In raw power and speed, Spider-Man dominates, but Batman's strategic mind and psychological warfare make him a threat even to gods. Spider-Man's feats show resilience and improvisation under pressure, while Batman's victories often hinge on planning and exploiting weaknesses. If they fought without prep, Spider-Man's agility, strength, and spider sense would overwhelm Batman. Spider-Man get the edge in a direct encounter, though Batman remains unmatched in tactical supremacy. Spider-Man wins. So there you have it, folks. That's the breakdown. No fluff, no fan service, just facts. The most epic Marvel vs. DC battles that'll probably never happen. We've seen gods fall, mortals rise, and legends clash across universes. Every character brings something unique, but only a few stand above the rest when power, skill, and legacy are put to the test. Whether you agree or disagree, the numbers, feats, and history speak for themselves. These aren't just battles. They're statements about what makes a hero, a villain, or a force of nature. Thanks for watching. And if you want more deep dives into the greatest matchups in comics, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your dream battle in the comments. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and remember, stay geeky.